Hey, folks, I know this is not normal, at least hasn't been normal lately. Do 5 minutes or more, and that's kind of all you hear from me for most of the rest of the day. However, I wanted to take just a minute and hop on here and talk to you for just a little bit because I haven't done this in a while. I know, especially over the last 7 months, as things would change, I'd get on here and talk to you and interact with you. And that's because over the last 7 months, we had a lot of change and a lot of things that were going on. But just because things are smoothing out a little, I don't want anybody to feel like they're in the dark or doesn't know what's going on or that they're not hearing from me. And so there's no, first of all, don't worry. There are no major issues or things that are going on. I just wanted to get on here because it's been a while since I've talked to you this way. And really, my main purpose for getting on here is to share with you how excited I am about this Sunday and Sundays to come. A lot of times on Saturday, I spend some time really finishing up, kind of putting the finishing touches on Sundays. And man, this whole week, I've really just been excited about this Sunday. And I'm excited about a lot of the Sundays we have coming up. I'm excited about the message God has for us, the songs we're going to sing this Sunday. And I was just thinking about this Psalm 100. And you say, wait a second, this is 5 minutes or more again. No, it's not. I'm going somewhere with it here. Psalm 100, verses 1 and 2 say, make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye lands. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. I'm going to be honest with you, and some of you know this. I've told you this before. In the early days of Pioneer, Sunday mornings were really difficult for me. I love Pioneer. I love pastoring. I love preaching. I love being with the people. But I got many of us were so wrapped up in making sure that things were prepared and ready for Sunday. Melissa says she loves the song list for this Sunday too. I do. I really look forward to singing this Sunday. But there was so much that really work that went into Sunday mornings. And I shared this, especially in the early days, with a lot of the people that were there and helping set up and those kinds of things. There were times where it was really difficult for me to transition my heart and my spirit and my mind from an hour and a half of work or an hour of work trying to get the place ready to quickly transition to worship. And so we implemented a time of prayer and there just amongst us. And then when people started coming and helping, that eased that burden a little bit, and I could slide away somewhere and spend a few moments preparing and praying myself on Sunday mornings, and really appreciated that. But there are still times where I get anxious. I'll just be honest about Sunday mornings. I think some of it is just the knowing that there are going to be people there that have hurts and pains, and trying to help meet some of those needs, but also just preaching. But I came to the realization that Sundays, and I want to share this with you, Sundays are supposed to be joyful days. I'm not saying to mask the reality of life and act like nothing's going on in life and everything's perfect and great and wonderful. But I don't want us to lose focus of what Sundays should be. Sundays should be things that we anticipate. Sundays should be things that we're excited about. Sundays should be times where we're looking forward to fellowshipping with other believers. We're looking forward to singing to God. We're looking forward to spending some time in His Word, because we know that's going to be the water and the food that we need to nourish us throughout the coming week. And I just want to encourage you. Maybe sometimes you struggle with that feeling of that mindset as well, to really prepare your heart and mind today on Saturday in preparation for Sunday. Come expecting the Lord to do something. Come expecting to be encouraged. Come with a heart to serve and encourage other people. Sunday should be a happy day. It's a day we remember our Lord. Again, I'm not saying we have to push out all the negative things on Sundays, and we're not allowed to talk about them, and we're not allowed to share the urge of the week. But I do think there's a danger in letting all the potential negatives of our week in the day overwhelm what is supposed to be a very joyful and celebratory day. And I'm not saying that because I've sensed that or seen that. I'm actually just speaking from my own heart, that there are times when I do that, and I think about, oh, I know that person's coming in with a hurt, and I know that person is got something they want to talk about, and it's probably something that's not good, and I know that this person's struggling with that, and listen, here's the great thing: we come on Sunday and we know that those people have those things, but those aren't our focus. We shouldn't let those things pull us down. If we do focus on those things, it should be to encourage those people that maybe are hurting or having a rough week, and pointing to them to the Lord, and really encouraging our hearts and encouraging each other's hearts together. And so I'm really excited about this Sunday morning, and so I hope you'll be there. But I'm also really excited about the lineup we have coming on Sunday nights. I've been preparing for this new sermon series on Sunday nights entitled Family Matters, and I think it's going to be really, really helpful. If you, I'm about to say, if you have a family, listen, if you're alive, you got a family. It may just be you and your wife or husband, just maybe you. It may be, your kids are grown and gone. It may be you have kids, but especially for this Family Matters series, if you had any way possible can make it to Sunday evenings during these Family Matters series, I really want to encourage you to do it. I think it might be some of the most helpful stuff for me. Man, it's been a challenge to me, and I think it'd be a help to you as well. And I'm excited about it. I really, really am. I think many of you will be helped by it. I've said this before. I think when we started doing a lot of the online stuff, I think the thing that people engaged with and I got the most comments on when I did the thoughts on the family on Sunday night. And God's word, and there's a lot of smart people out there that are godly people that have some really good material on how to help the family. That's been a help to me, and I want to share some of that with you. And so I think that'll be helpful for us as well. And obviously, we're starting back up Pioneer Kids on Sunday night, and I know that they've been without a lot for the last 7 months, and we want to allow them to have something special for them and enjoy church on a Sunday evening as well. I do want to say this about this coming Sunday night. I went to go buy pumpkins, and I probably should have been a little smarter about this, but it's actually really difficult to find a lot of pumpkins, and especially big pumpkins, because it's getting to the end of the month of October. And so a lot of people are buying the pumpkins up. I actually went to one farm, and they said if we were to get you that many pumpkins, we would have to go off site to get them and bring them back and then have to charge you more. So I have a bunch of pumpkins, but I want to say this. They're not the big kind. They're more like the medium kind of handheld kind. And so the church is providing the pumpkins. The church is providing the paint, the paintbrushes, the knives, the spoon, everything you need to carve or to paint a pumpkin. We've got that covered. We even bring in some plastic sheets for the mess and all that kind of stuff. We're going to have some hot cocoa. We're going to have some cookies. It's going to be a great time, so don't miss it. Invite somebody to come with you. We'd love to have them there on Sunday evening. It's going to be a lot of fun. You don't want to miss that. And so I just want to let you know, though, if you maybe you're like, oh, I can't wait to carve this pumpkin, and you've got this big, thing that you're hoping to carve, it may not fit on some of these pumpkins. There are enough pumpkins that are sizable enough to carve, some fun things in, but don't expect these huge pumpkins with a big space to carve on. I just want to let you know that before you got there. Plenty of good pumpkins though to paint and to carve, and it's going to be a great time. But even beyond just the Family Matters Sundays, I'm looking forward to. We're going to have a series on certain Sunday nights where we do the "What Does the Bible Say" series, and we're going to look at some touchy subjects like politics next Sunday. What does the Bible say about politics? And things like that. I'm looking forward to that. We're having a fun night where we're going to laugh together. We have just a lot of different things going on Sunday night. We don't want you to miss, and I'm just excited about that. And I wanted to come on and share that with you. But I also wanted to say this. I want to encourage you, because I know it's kind of become a routine, to please help us by registering. I send out a link. I didn't last week. That was my fault. But I try to regularly send out a link. And if you plan to be at the service, please register. What it really does for us is it helps us know how many seats to have to put out on Sunday night. It allows me to know how many cookies and hot cocoa to have and how many pumpkins to prepare for. And so registering helps me big time to know what to expect on a Sunday. Helps all of us on a Sunday. Helps us to know how to prepare for the nursery. It helps us to know how to prepare for Pioneer Kids if we know who's coming. So please do us a big favor and do that. And then lastly, let me just say this: as we enter into the season, the flu and cold season, all that, and with coronavirus on top of that, let me just encourage you to continue to be vigilant. Wash your hands, keep your hands away from your face, all those normal things. I know sometimes we get into a routine and things become a little bit more settled. Sometimes we stop being vigilant. I've said this before. I'm not saying be scared. I'm not saying be worried or afraid. I'm just saying help each other out by being vigilant, be careful, all of those kinds of things, so that we can continue to meet in person. We don't have any problems with the Canby Grove having us there. And part of why I say that is because I have seen some churches recently that have had outbreaks in their churches and they had to stop services. And not all of them, but many of them I have followed and watched just kind of stop being vigilant. And so, so let me just encourage you to you don't have to go overboard. I'm just saying be careful and be vigilant so that we can keep meeting in person, so that we can keep worshiping the Lord and enjoying that time together. And so if you haven't been to a service yet, let me encourage you to come. We got plenty of space in that place. You can have plenty of social distance and be perfectly safe there and worship the Lord with us in person. So whether you've regularly signed up and come, please register. If you haven't come, you've been thinking about it, praying about it, this Sunday would be a great Sunday to be there. And I'd love to see you here, join together with us at Pioneer Baptist Church over at the Canby Grove here in Canby this coming Sunday, 10:30 on Sunday morning, 6 p.m. on Sunday night. And I hope to see many of you tomorrow. And I hope you have a great rest of the Saturday. We'll talk to you later.